happened, I had a roommate for about 30 days, and what happened was, 28 days. What happened was walking out of Starbucks one day, homeless. I had gotten a piece of banana bread for breakfast and sat in there where it was cool and comfortable. And she stops to pick me up, saying, um, "I prayed this morning for God to send me somebody to help, and I know you're homeless. So here, get in the car. I insist you're coming home with me." I said, "I don't want you to pay me anything. I just want you to help me dog sit for my dog and to uh, what's the other thing? Dog sit for my dog and to um, water my plants and maybe help me a little bit around the house. Picking up after myself." Move in there, and first thing that I notice is they haven't cleaned the cabinets. She acts like she's really clean, but I'm up to my elbows in mouse poop, and there are roaches everywhere. So they had to exterminate the roaches. And on top of that, um, so the dog has gone and gone and gone on the carpet, and she cleaned it the last day I was there. She cleaned the carpet with a rug doctor. But what was getting me was I was in the smallest room in the house. I'd given her half. In She wasn't. I wasn't supposed to pay her anything, but I offered her $200 to help her with her bills, and she insisted that I give her 250. Now this wasn't supposed to cost me anything, because she insisted I get in the car with her. So on top of that, um, so I get in after I'm over there, every week she's starting to bring me back and put me in the truck. You can see I'm back in the truck that I was living in all winter, half the winter, because they set my car on fire, and I believe they did it on purpose to pay somebody else, to help somebody else out. I believe they've destroyed my property. I believe it with every ounce of my being. This woman went to a meth lab every morning. She told me that's where she went, to a meth lab. She was either going there or to therapy. It had to be one of the two. She told me that every morning she went to a meth lab and checked in. She would come home every day shopping. She would get her nails done, and her nails cost $60, and her pedicure cost 30, $90 for a pedicure. She told me that Cap had helped her with the whole old heating bill, old electric bill, and that it was $400. She was scared to death that it was going to run up. But the big bedroom was not taken. The middle bedroom, it was where I was in. It was the smallest bedroom in the house. I took 2 showers while I was there, and I did 2 loads of laundry. Do you know what that means? That means that I paid over half use of that trailer, because that I it was five something a month, and I paid half of it, and didn't have half use of the trailer. She had Wi-Fi in there that I never signed into because I used my phone and didn't have a television. She was wanting me to bring my things over, but there was no way I was going to move my things in there. And her kicked me out because every other day, I can take you back to the truck. I can take you back. If you don't want to pay me, I can take you back to the truck. She picked me up saying God had instructed her. God had instructed her, or she had prayed to God to send her somebody she could help. And what she wanted was, she wanted help with her bills so she could afford to shop, and so she could afford to have her nails done and things like that. She was a gas station cook. I, she worked at Casey's in the kitchen. She was a gas station cook, and they everyone's trying to get me to appreciate people that have worked at McDonald's or work here or work there, Wendy's or one of them that they bought houses and they drive in a nice car. And I went to college to do it. And for some reason, the judge validated any and every person's right to violate my rights because they decided a long time ago what the quality of my life was, and I could not dig myself out of any hole. Somebody was going to use me. Come hell or high water, somebody was going to use me to make money. They were not going to allow me to make money. For that and for that reason, I believe if karma existed, this town would be destroyed, if for no other reason than the fact that they keep the same people in government that have held my head underwater and told me to appreciate other people. When I got up off my butt and went to college 6 times and I'm not earning a living, this woman told me she had 4 felonies. Looked it up online. She said, yep, that's me, that's me. 4 felonies. One for assaulting a police officer. And it's amazing to me. It's absolutely amazing to me. I can be the victim of sexual harassment and then pay a girl who was groping a manager and chasing him across town because he didn't object to it. He didn't object to it. And then pay her. I guess they felt like she deserved a little bit of a bonus for screwing the boss. So she got a $25,000 bonus. But you can chalk that up to the fact that our jail matron over here got her husband, who was a married man, because she was sleeping around with a married man as well. So here it is, 7. Uh, she told her neighbor she had 7 felonies. So they're making her out to be bad. She hit me as she was telling me to get the F out of her house because she asked me for additional money after 2 weeks, and I went, "You told me I was coming here to live for free." And she said, "Well, things change." And I said, "You know what they do?" And I said, "That dog of yours that I've been watching, dog sitters earn between $12.50 and $22 an hour. You owe me $3,800 for dog sitting, and that should have paid my rent because my days are tied up with your dog." And uh, I would leave for an hour and a half to go to the YMCA, which is why I only showered twice while I was there in a month, because I would take my showers at the YMCA. I would go there to relax, swim, and stretch out. And this woman ended up being an absolute nightmare. The first night I was there, she was cussing me out and calling me names. It was amazing. I said, "I'm back in a situation, the same situation, and the same man, like the man that I was staying with, who was my uncle in February, back into a controlling situation where they refuse to be good people, decent people, but go around somehow telling everybody that they helped me, that they were good to me and they helped me." Uh, it's amazing to me. I cannot believe if she is not a felon, somebody falsified court records because it's showing up that she is. If she has somebody doing a protective order against her, if she doesn't go to a meth lab every morning, she leaves every morning and goes someplace and comes home with shopping at Walmart. If she did not go to the meth lab, I don't know where she went. I never saw her do drugs, but I did see her drink, and she was supposed to be a recovering alcoholic. And she was drunk the first night I was there, and lost a shoe because she kicked it off of her feet. It's amazing, amazing, amazing.